So, the first half of the second Brilliant event, or if you want to consider it the full-on second Brilliant event, has come and gone, and with it you received another 15 green books or restricted section books, and you're probably wondering, how do I spend them? I don't want to waste them. What should I do with them? Well, sit tight because I'm doing a quick little breakdown for every single profession. Hello my friends, and welcome back to Wizarding Wiz. So yes, we are going to do a quick breakdown today of your profession and where you should spend your green restricted section books, which is a mouthful to say, I know, but that's what they're called. They are called restricted section books, or RSBs, or green books. I personally like green books. It kind of reminds me of an album that I really liked back in the early 2000s, but we're not going to get into that today. That is not anywhere near related to this. So we're going to do this quick breakdown, and I will leave a link down in the description below if you want a little more detail as to what these books will do and what these choices will do to help your specific profession. I am going to cover all three, which is why I'm just doing a short breakdown of them, but there is much more detail in the actual article itself, and I do suggest that you go and check that out because it is very helpful. So without further ado, let's roll right into the topic of the day, starting with Aurors. Now, Aurors only have about 10 lessons that they actually need to use books for. I think there's probably a few more throughout, but there's only about 10 in total. 3 of them are very far down the list, but all of them are useful, but these ones in particular are the ones you should be focusing on. The first one is the weakness hex number 2 and 3, because this will give you a total of minus 50% power, and you only got to spend about 20 of the green books on them. The next one that you should focus on, that's 20 total, by the way. That's not 20 for each section. That is 20 total for that specific node to complete it. The next one is the confusion hexes number 2 and 3, again for a total of minus 50%, and it's actually like one book shy of being able to complete number 3, so you're gonna have to wait till the next one for that, but that's okay because we have another event coming just around the corner. The third one for Aurors is called Dancing with Dummies. This one is gonna give you 35% precision against a foe with 100% stamina, and it works after their first attack on you. Now, it's not entirely working properly as of yet in the game, or at least as of the time of this article. There have been updates since this article was written, so it may be working more properly now, but it's still a useful skill either way because its value will go up as you increase your precision throughout the rest of your tier tree. Now, in total, you're going to be about 7 books short from maxing everything out, but that's okay. We have more events coming, and we will most likely have 1, if not 2 or more brilliant events a month. So don't worry too much about spending all of your green books this time around. We will be getting more. Next up, we are going to do Magizoologists. Now, Magizoologists are the tanky support class. You are the ones who are there to help out your team. You're our go-to person for a lot of things, and you're going to be one of the more powerful, at least when it comes to supporting and helping out your team. You are definitely going to be one of the bigger aspects of team play in this game. So these are the 5 things that you should focus on. It is going to cost you more books than you currently have and or will be getting by the end of these 2 events, but it is definitely worth it, and we will most likely be getting at least 1, if not 2 of these events a month, so it's not a big deal if you break it down and separate, a few books here, a few books there throughout all of these tiers. It's alright. So you want to start off with Luna's Stamina Charm. This is going to give you a 5% stamina heal, and it only costs you 4 of the green books. Next up, you want to do Become the Beast, because Magizoologists are the beast. You are the power. You are the support class. So this one is going to be important for you. This is plus 40. Plus 40 power when your focus is at 5 or higher. This is definitely going to be important. Now, the third one you want to check out is the Stamina Charm number 3. This gives you 10% stamina heal for 8 books. So you'll be able to heal your teammates' stamina up to 10%, which is fantastic. 10% of where they're at. If your teammate is struggling and you've already finished your foe, this is a good one to use. This is definitely going to help. The fourth one that you want is the Revive Charm. This is going to give you a plus 30% heal on a revive. So this is going to help you heal people and revive them when they've been knocked out of battle. Finally, and this one I think is exceptionally important. I'm not sure why it's at the bottom of their list. I probably should have moved it to the top of mine. But I'm not a Magizoologist, I'm an Auror. So the final one for you guys is Bravery Charm number 2. This is going to give you a plus 90% power versus elite foes. So using this will be a huge boost for you. And lastly, but most certainly not least, we have our professors. Now, professors, unfortunately, you guys, you picked a tough profession. You need 223 total books in your skill tree or in your tech tree. This is an insane number, but professors are an insane class. You are a well-rounded class, and you need all of these different aspects to help you. And you do have a very long list, 7 things that you definitely should do with these books, or at least start to unlock with these books. And some of these things that you need to power up are all of your books plus just by themselves. So you're gonna have to play this one by ear and kind of spread them out as we get them. But you're going to definitely want the Deterration Hexes numbers 2, 3, and 4. All of these are going to give you a stamina boost. All of them are 8 or more books, but all of them are definitely worth the investment. The next one you're going to want to do is your Confidence. Your 6% defense with 1 enhancement. This one's going to cost you 15 books. That's 1 event worth of books right there. That's a lot. The next one that you're going to want is the Protection Charm Part 2. This is for 15% defense and is 12 books. The fourth thing for our professor friends is the Confidence. This is a 6% defense boost with 1 enhancement, and it's an entire event worth of books in one go. It is 15 books. You guys really get the short end of the stick when it comes to how to spend your books. Let me tell you, I am glad I didn't choose Professor, although it does seem like a pretty awesome class to be part of. It is a lot of work to perfect and max out your tree, and it's going to take you a very long time, but worth it. Very, very worth it. Now, the next 2 things you're going to want, these are in positions 5 and 6 respectively, is Protection Charm number 2, which is 15% defense, and Protection Charm number 3, which is 15% defense as well. Now, in total, this is going to cost you 30 green books. That is 2 events worth of books in order to get these to their fullest. All of my professor friends out there, I am very sorry that you have so much, and we still have one more that you have to do, or well, that you should do, and that is the Proficiency Charm number 2. This is for 15% team proficiency power. It is 12 books. It is the first one you need to unlock for your proficiency power. It's kind of important. Again, not sure why it wasn't higher on the list. Maybe the other things are a priority, especially if you are a team player. If you're a solo player, maybe you want to adjust for yourself. But wow, I mean, all of the books that are needed throughout all of this is insane. So I definitely do hope that we see at least 1, if not 2 of these events a month. every month. Otherwise, what's the point in building your tech tree around it? Now, a lot of these are going to cost you many, many scrolls as well. Put in those efforts on fortresses to make sure you get the red books so that you can get to the tiers that you need to use your green books. Put in the effort on collecting those foundables, even the ones you've caught 100 times, 200 times, because you want those scrolls from leveling up that section of your registry so that you can power up the things you need, because all of these are going to cost an amplitude of scrolls as well, guys. I hope that you found this informative and useful. Again, I will leave the link down in the description. I'm sure some of you are going to want it, and many of us are going to need it. I actually had to read through this a few times before I had a decent handle on it, and I will most likely refer back to this article when doing my own tech tree, which I'm actually going to wait until, I think, after the second part of this event. I haven't decided yet, because I did try to do a level 9 fortress on my own the other day, and I failed miserably, so I think maybe I'm going to power a few things up. I haven't really decided yet. I may wait. I may do them sooner. Let me know what you guys are planning on doing. Let me know if you found this useful. I hope that you did. Leave a like on it, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell if you haven't done either of those things already, guys. And good luck in figuring out which way you are going to do your tech tree. Let me know what your profession is and how you plan on doing yours up. I'm going to quit rambling at you now. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and watch out for those Dementors.